Hello guys, welcome back to another review of my trading signals for crypto. You guys know these are my crypto predictions for this month of December. We have Bitcoin right here. So Bitcoin, the last few days have been been very boring. Not so much really. 2 days of consecutive range. I mean, it's just like that. From the 7th to today, which is the 8th of December. This is one big range spanning 2 days where the price is basically staying on the same level. Obviously there's some up and downs, but very small, not really significant, not really decisive. And this is already the beginning of a green circle right here. We have 8 or 9. We could possibly see a very volatile day tomorrow. I don't think this range can continue another day. So we can see a very volatile day tomorrow, which could be a green day. And I say that because there's a range right here with this box. It says 8 to the 10. So we have a range of 3 days, 8, 9 or 10, where we could see a very powerful impulse. It's not just going to be a green day, a normal green day. We can expect the price go maybe a significant jump right here, for example, assuming this is the ending position, which could go lower or higher, depends on what the next hours what the movement does. So we could expect maybe to regain this level again on the 103k, something like that, 104, maybe even higher depending on how powerful that impulse is. But we can see maybe Bitcoin regain those this resistance level, maybe even go above that, like I was saying. So that's a very possible scenario, especially tomorrow, I think, because it's going to be a very volatile day. We have this pattern right here where the day is shared by two opposite energies, very similar. So that almost always guarantees extreme volatility. It's almost guaranteed, and like I was saying, there's already been 2 days of complete range, so I don't think it's going to be another day of that. Now after that might come a cool down on the 10, but if we're lucky, guys, if we're lucky, we could see even another uptrend, maybe even more powerful. Who knows? That's actually the least likely scenario, but at the very least we could get a small impulse or maybe some other signals that the price is really strong. Now after that we can see that there's possibly a range of either volatility or range. We could see maybe some days completely neutral like these have been. This is a period of days which is basically going to last from the 10 to the 15 of December. So we'll have to take some notes on these days, because there's also a possibility that on the range that goes from the 13 to the 16 of December we could see another massive impulse. So ignore these ellipses for now, like I have been saying since forever, since I made this video on this chart in specific. Just ignore these ellipses. They are just for me to gather some data. So having said that, I don't see any likely scenario where we could see a very strong, like a really strong downtrend until this box on the 19 or 22. I mean, there's always a possibility, guys. There's always a possibility that a random correction comes by and it's a very strong correction. It just happens to be. I mean, there's always that possibility. But I don't see that happening. And if it does, I can only see that happening in these yellow days, in this circle right here and the other right here. So maybe only on the 10 it could be, but I'm not so sure. I think we're going to see the price go up steady, and if not steady, it will go higher. So like I was saying, that's almost a guarantee until this box, which kinda coincides actually with other of my metrics. But yeah, this is so far the Bitcoin prediction. Like I said, really not much has been happening. I mean, I predicted these massive volatile days of the 4th and 5th of December, especially the correction on this range of days you can see. I mean, I'll talk about this in my previous video, so you need to watch that if you for some reason don't believe me or whatever. But yeah, this is so far the outlook for Bitcoin in the next coming days. Let's take a look at Solana. So yeah, Solana is also, like I was saying before with Solana is on a range of very undecided volatility, right? So we see the price go up and then down, up again, down, up, down. It's not like Bitcoin, guys. Bitcoin stays in a range, which means the price is responding very well to the milestone of achieving 100K. Now for Solana, it's still far from achieving that milestone or even higher, because that was achieved in the last days of November, which is right here, but it's taking too much time to load this for some reason. So anyways, so what I was saying is that Solana is really lackluster right now, right? It's not really that good compared to Bitcoin. The developments, the position, the price, it's not really that good, guys. But that doesn't mean Solana is all lost, right? I mean, it's not always that case. So we could see very volatile days probably soon, but at the same time, I'm thinking it's going to be very undecided right here, because we have like 2 complete yellow days, complete yellow circles. So it's going to be a very volatile, I mean, could be very volatile, but at the same time, very undecided, right? Just like this range. And just for the, I mean, for today, we had this red circle right here. We had 7 or 8 of December, and we didn't see the correction happening on this 7, although the price really collapsed on the final hours. But where we're seeing the red clearly is today, on the 8. We can see that the price is dumping, it's on a much lower position. All of the day is basically a red day. There's basically little much to add. There's really not that. It's very clear. I mean, just to say very clearly, it's just very easy to see for the eyes. So yeah, maybe, like I was saying, we could see some volatility, but again, it's going to be very undecided, I think. Very undecided. Even almost non-existent in that sense. The price is just going to do whatever it wants. So maybe if we're lucky, Bitcoin can influence Solana, especially tomorrow on the 9 or on the 10, regarding this green box that we have here, this one that I just talked about. So maybe we can see that Solana can benefit maybe from this range of days. So yeah, we'll have to see. And let's just go over to the dot chart very quickly. So for the dot chart, we have that, like I was saying, this is very experimental. There's not much to say because I didn't make the traditional chart that I always make for this dot. So we only have that, for example, we can expect some powerful impulses by the 13 all the way to the 15. And I'm not saying it's going to be consecutive, guys. It's not going to be consecutive. It could be, but it's not the case. It's not guaranteed. We could see a very powerful impulse in one of these days, spanning this range of days. So after that, Solana, dot looks very good. We have another range and even another one later on until 21, 22. After that might come the second red box right here, 23, 24. The first one we have right here, 4 and 5. And you can see that the 4th was a very red day also. It's actually trending was very just slightly upwards, just slightly, compared to Bitcoin, which was completely green on that 4th of December. Now for DOT, that was not the case. We see the energy is both green and red very strong on that day. Just like I told you guys, it will be that the case. So yeah, on the 5 we'll see also a very powerful correction. So just nailing it, man. I just keep nailing these charts, just keep nailing these signals, these predictions, these trading alerts, whatever. This is just insane. But yeah, this is basically the outlook for the next few days for these 3 cryptocurrencies. So yeah, I'll finish this video right here. Just want to remind you all to subscribe, share and like. I invite you to do all of that, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care.